Tsutsumi and Eryo decide to collect the curse stones as soon as possible, before they become the cause of an unprecedented tragedy. The two obtain the foot-washing mansion from Yutaro Namagaki and head to their next destination. Are they going to the park now? Wait, then this is Shoko, yes? We'll see. To Midoricho Park. Excuse me. Sorry to bother you, but we have some questions for you. It's not Shoko.
What? Are you with the police? I haven't done anything.
Don't worry. This isn't an interrogation or anything. We just want to talk. You're Hideki Araishi, right? The historian? We know who you are, so this won't take long. Is he the one who talked to the Occult magazine, who introduced all of these tales? All of the mysteries to the public? Is he the one that made it a craze, basically?
But since we saw you here, we'd like to ask you a couple questions.
We'll find out. Hideki Araishi, male, local history researcher. Hideki is a historian who works part-time as a curator at the local folk museum and as a teacher at Komagara High School. His recent publication on the rite of resurrection has caused a stir in occult circles. So I was right! He is the one! Okay. I also do want to point out Hideki Araishi. Was Araishi the name of the girl who killed Harue's son? Does it say in her biography? It does not. Yeah, the name sounds familiar. I don't know. Hideki is the quintessential obsessive researcher. Despite being entirely unsuited for teaching, he had no choice but to take up a position at Komagara High School in order to make ends meet. Well, that's not true. I'm sure there were other researching positions somewhere. Maybe at a university, you know. While having a captive audience in his classes goes some way to satisfying his need for respect and recognition, his conceited nature makes him unpopular among the students. Lately, he's concerned that articles he contributed for purely monetary reasons have earned him a reputation as a researcher of the occult. But the surge of interest in the topic and the resulting volume of article requests he's receiving is undeniably tempting. Hideki is a regular at the Kurikikyo Cafe on Hokusai Street, where he can be found outside his work hours writing essays and manuscripts. His published books include A Story of the Unknown and An Introduction to Bando History. Oh, wait, there's an update to Namagaki. Let's check. Yutaro Namagaki, the foot-washing mansion, abandoned. Did we read this part? Did we read him at all? The young man encountered at Ryogoku Bridge. He didn't hide the fact that he was a curse bearer. His curse stone was later recovered by Tetsuo Tsutsumi. Yutaro is an elite student at a prestigious university. He lives off the generous allowance he receives from his parents, who are both prominent local figures. Although Yutaro has lived a charmed material life, emotional neglect at home has caused him to develop a spoiled, egotistical streak. The only kindness he knew growing up was from his family's maid, and he still thinks fondly of the plain rice with butter they used to enjoy together. Aww. Everyone's so innocent when they're young, huh?
Well, let's get this over with. I'm a busy man.
Let's inspect the area first.
Questioning people like this can put unnecessary stress on them, depending on their position. This guy is pretty sharp. I'll have to play it safe and only push him when I see an opening. From appearances, it's hard to imagine this small, bookish, well-spoken man being very dangerous. But in this day and age, you never know. I should be careful.
Let's talk to Jun. Boss, let's ask Hideki some questions. Let's think about this. Think about our questions.
Hideki Araishi. He says he's a local historian. But supposedly he knows more about the rite of resurrection than anybody. The fact he's here at this time of night, it's plenty possible that he's a curse bearer.
What were you doing? Now, Mr. Araishi, what were you doing here at this time of night?
Doing research, of course. Day or night, information never sleeps. That's an admirable philosophy. You know, your research has been quite the talk around town. What was it you were saying? You discovered something about some book?
The Record of Fates. Let's make sure we got that right first. In our files. The Record of Fates. Yep.
Ah, right. You found some kind of ritual in the Record of Fates.
What? Don't tell me you want to know how to carry out the rite of resurrection too. To be perfectly honest, I'm tired of people asking me about it all the time. None of you even care about the local history. You just come crawling out of the woodwork when something interesting comes up.
Looks like I hit a nerve.
If you think you can force me to tell you because you're a policeman, you're sorely mistaken. Let's continue asking him what he was doing. Was the research you were doing just now also related to the rite of resurrection? Well, yes, that's right. What exactly were you looking for?
I have no reason to tell you that. You wouldn't understand anyway.
Oh. Okay, that's weird. It wasn't checked off, but maybe one of the other lines of dialogue will open more about his research. Are you doing all this research so you can use the rite of resurrection yourself?
You're a policeman.
Do you really think people can be brought back to life?
Everyone I meet. Pitiful.
Huh? So you don't believe in the rite? Whether it's real or not has nothing to do with my research. Such things are better left to the occult freaks. Or so I thought.
Things changed. It has become necessary for me to pursue the rite. So now, Now I pray that it's real. What changed? I'm sure you can imagine. The funds for my research. I received a large amount of funding for seeking the Rite of Resurrection. And if I find it, I'll receive a sum so great that I'll never have to worry about money again. Oh, then that means someone is sponsoring your research. Is that right?
So what if they are? You have no idea how hard we work to secure funding for our research. I have no interest in teaching those children. Listen to me, I'll tell you one thing. Those experts you see writing provocative books or spouting nonsense on TV to try and get popular, all of them are just trying to get the money they need to do their research. With how popular the occult is, saying something even remotely spooky can lead to big money. What? But I bought your book! The pursuit of the unknown begins, first and foremost, with belief. I was so inspired by that bit. I do appreciate your patronage. Unfortunately, however, the occult is not my true interest. The fate of the unknown is to be destroyed by thorough research and deep consideration. No way. Can't believe it.
You're surprisingly innocent.
Oh, Jun. Then what kind of research do you want to be doing? I'm sure it wouldn't interest you, but to put it simply, the focus of my research is how historical accounts transform into folklore over the years, as they are passed down from generation to generation.
What does that mean?
Due to human bias, the account of any event is inevitably changed by the person communicating it. So the telephone game. This is not necessarily done with ill intentions. It happens when someone tries to fill in the gaps in a story that lacks detail. Or when something's left out, or abridged because of the story's length. Or when a story twists and shifts as it's spread through oral tradition. Even when two stories are told about the same event, differences in culture or environment affect how it's told, changing its content. Silly little things can turn into terribly mysterious legends. Yeah, what he's saying is actually very spot on. You can see a direct reference of this to the Grimm brothers fairy tales or the Andersen fairy tales, where it's like something as beloved as Cinderella, right? Not many people know now that Cinderella is actually her nickname. Her name is Ella, but because she was always covered in soot and cinder, her stepsisters and her stepmother nicknamed her Cinderella. And that's just tip of the iceberg, right? There's a lot more differences that come from the original stories than, say, the Disney reimaginings. And that's what they are, right? People will reimagine stories to garner public opinion, to bring them back to light, get people interested, or, you know, unfortunately, make a buck. But yeah, this is how it starts. My research is the study of how history, culture, and legend all influence each other.
Huh. I see.
Take the 7 mysteries of Honjo, for example. Why are some of the mysteries seemingly about nothing particularly interesting? You'd think stories wouldn't last a decade, let alone hundreds of years. So why? Perhaps putting it that way piques your interest. I admit, I am curious.
So that's what you've been researching all this time. Makes sense.
As I said, it doesn't matter to me whether the right exists or not. If people in the Edo period believe that what was written in the records of fate was real, that's all I'm interested in. But I have to be realistic. The research I'd like to do is unfortunately not very lucrative. That's why I need to take some risks. About the Record of Fates.
This Record of Fates. Where did you get your hands on it?
The storehouse of an old private residence in the city, just as the public was told. I'm unable to be more precise due to an agreement with my informant. Okay, well let's revisit what you were doing here.
Well, in that case, I think I have a guess as to what it is you were looking for.
If he's trying to prove the existence of the right of resurrection, and that it is true, then he must be looking not just for the 7 mysteries of Honjo, but the curse stones. What? Damn it! If you knew about that, then...
Calm down. No need to get so defensive.
Well, being honest about our curse stone with Namegaki seemed to yield pretty good results. And we're only showing him ours, right? The Evergreen Beach, which is, oh hey, if you lie to me, I can kill you. So let's show our hand again. Show him our curse stone.
We both want information, right? Why don't we have a nice, friendly chat?
A curse stone? You're a curse bearer. A leaf. It is the Evergreen Beach, then.
Yep. Will you show me yours?
This is mine. The ever-burning lantern. Whoa! He's the ever-burning lantern! He's the guy that we killed in the dark as Shogo. Our technically first curse bearer victim.
Interesting.
Reveal curse details.
I'll tell you this for free. The Evergreen Beach comes from a man who was hanged for spreading false information. False rumors. But the accusations against him were unfounded, and he died cursing those who deceived him.
Ah, so that is the resentful memory held within the Evergreen Beach. The memories of the 7 mysteries are truly fascinating. If only I could collect them all.
Do whatever you want, but you should know something. This stone of mine lets me curse anyone who tries to mislead me.
What? But...
So don't try and lie to me. I'll know.
You would curse a citizen? And you call yourself an officer of the law?
That all depends on you. I don't want to use it if I don't have to.
What is it you want?
The cursed stones are dangerous. I'd like to confiscate yours.
Excuse me? But my right.
First, let me ask you one thing. You haven't used that curse, have you?
No, of course I haven't. I swear. He stumbled a bit with the no. But we'll continue. I'll leave him be.
I see. Good. Now, why don't you hand over that stone? Unless you'd rather try using it on me instead.
Damn you. I won't give it to you. If I were to say that, what would happen? Would it be a crime?
The police are aware of how dangerous the stones are. I could arrest you under Article 1, Section 2 of the Minor Offenses Act. Or you hand it over, and all you lose is your secret ability. Think of what would happen to all your research if you were to get arrested.
Fine. You can have the stone. Here. Oh, that was easy. Cursed stone acquired. The ever-burning lantern. The ever-burning lantern. Kills by disembowelment one who finds themselves trapped in the darkness of the curse echo. Aha. So they have to be in the dark. That's why he was upset when Shogo had the lighter and lit it. Because the curse echo can't disembowel their victims when there's light. Ugh, disembowelment. Okay. A resentful memory. When Honjo was filled with samurai residences, the spies of the shogunate lived amongst the townspeople to keep an eye on things. The soba cart on South Watagesui served as one of their outposts. They would communicate to each other in code by turning the lantern on or off. Tonight at 4 a.m. meant that someone would be having the last soba of their life, and that their belly would be sliced open the next night. An unfortunate incident occurred in which a man attacked a woman in a bout of fury. He regretted it deeply, even declining to invoke the right to defend his honor, but the deed was done. Still, he could not accept it. His rage at having been used by his daimyo boiled over, turning into a grudge he would never forget. Nearby, he saw a lantern quietly glowing in the night, and when the 6th bell rang, the man cut his own stomach open. Since then, the lantern could be seen alight before the soba cart had opened, and would flicker out suddenly, even when there was no wind blowing. As this unsettling phenomena continued, the rumors surrounding it grew, and soon all were convinced that it was the man who cut open his stomach, visiting from beyond the grave.
Good choice. I look forward to seeing how your research pans out. Oh, right. Would you tell us everything you know about what's been going on? If you help us out, we'll give you all the information we've gotten after we solve the case. What do you say?
Tsutsumi still seems okay. He hasn't hunched over or grunted or anything like he did with the last stone. Unless he's just, like, toughing through it. In that case, will you tell me about all the resentful memories of the 7 mysteries? I believe they are the key to the secret hidden in the record of fates.
Sure, why not? I'll learn about them as I collect the curse stones.
But thanks to you, we learned a lot from him.
I wonder. The mysteries and the rite are all public information. He kept everything he knows about the other curse bearers and the source of the curse here, hidden. I was hoping he'd at least give us a clue about how to beat these curses.
Oh, I see. Then we should be more aggressive next time. Really make them spit it out. And by we, I mean you.
I'm guessing he wants to save this curse. He wouldn't have told us anything, no matter what we asked. But now we know where he hangs out. We can always send someone for him if need be.
Right. Got it. I was surprised to hear that there are actually 9 of the 7 mysteries, though.
Yeah, that's 2 extra curse bearers we have to find. We've confiscated 2, so there are 6 more. They could be anywhere in this town.
We have to find them fast, or they may start using the curses.
No, I think we're already too late.
Huh?
I didn't tell you this, but there were some soul dregs in Namigaki's curse stone.
He did kill someone. Namigaki was the guy on the bridge. Really? Then he already killed someone with it?
It's not much, so it probably wasn't a curse bearer. Shit. Well, we know who did it. We can make arrangements to take him into custody. We'll have Paranormal Affairs pick him up tomorrow. For now, we continue our search.
Right. On to the next place. We just have to cross them off the list one by one. Oh, but boss? Good to know we can use the Minor Offenses Act to arrest people with curse stones. But why didn't we do that with Namigaki?
If we could do that, there'd be no need for Paranormal Affairs. What grounds would a normal detective have to put him under arrest?
Oh. Right. Yeah, I suppose that's true. He's bluffing. Oh. So this is grayed out. We can't see it yet. Which means we can't play it yet. So we either revisit Harue or we move on to the next character, Yako. Let's first try to revisit Harue's story, yes? A nice thought. Despite having obtained the curse of the haunting clappers, Harue Shiguma is determined to use the rite of resurrection by stealing the remaining curse stones. She instructs her private investigator, Richter, to find the other curse bearers. Start from conversation on the bridge. So because we read this already, I'm just gonna skip until there's some new parts. Oh, okay. New dialogue. Ready? Excuse me. That girl gives me the creeps. What's her deal? It's been a while since someone spooked me like that. Okay, let's think. Is that a woman's voice?
Who could it be?
Okay, time to turn around. Is it the girl from Ryogoku Bridge? It is! We finally get to find out who she is!
Where did she come from? It's like she appeared out of nowhere.
I didn't mean to startle you. I'm terribly sorry if I've gotten the wrong people, but would you happen to be curse bearers?
Curse bearers? What's that then?
It means someone who's gathering souls for the rite of resurrection. You have heard of the rite of resurrection, haven't you? Everybody's talking about it.
Color me intrigued. Care to tell me more, Miss, what was your name again?
Oh, silly me. I'm Ayame Tono.
Let's inspect. She says her name's Ayame. I'd guess she's around 20. She must be brave, walking around this late. Or maybe there's more to it.
Let's look around. Let's see if anyone else is flanking us. Hey, wait. Oh. I was like, where's Richter? Alright. Let's talk. Wait, let's think about this.
She certainly had no reservations telling us about the rite of resurrection. It'll be worth keeping an eye on her. She could be trouble.
Let's talk to her. There's more to the rite of resurrection than meets the eye, you see. So, the best way to collect soul dregs is to kill other curse bearers. And that's about the size of it. I hope it wasn't too much to follow.
No, I think I got the gist of it. Funny old world we live in, huh? So, you're saying you're one of these curse bearers?
No. Well, not quite. It's complicated. I'm not, but Yutaro is.
Yutaro? Is that your boyfriend?
Oh heavens, no. Just a friend. His full name is Yutaro Namagaki. We're, I suppose you could say partners in crime.
Funny way you're putting it.
Let's think about that.
That must be it. She must be half of the young couple Richter mentioned.
Oh, that's right. He did see a couple.
He's hiding it well, but I can sense that he's got his guard up. Could there be more to this girl than meets the eye?
Maybe she's carrying a weapon.
A gun. Not a child. I should ask her what her deal is.
So, about Yutaro Namagaki. You know, I'm surprised that there isn't a curse echo yet that requires someone's full name. Like a death note. But we don't know. We only know how many of the mysteries? How many mysteries do we know of? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh! Okay, we know 10 of the mysteries. And there's at least now confirmed 9. Thanks to Tetsuo and Jun. So, do we really believe she's not a curse bearer? That's the question, huh? Okay, about Yutaro Namegaki. So, where is Yutaro now? About that, he's not actually a curse bearer anymore. He's more like a former curse bearer. Former? How so? I don't really know the details myself, but apparently he lost his curse stone. Typical, right? He makes such a show of being a top student, only to flunk where it counts. So now, I'm out here looking for curse bearers myself. If you want something done right. But why? But why, unless you were a curse bearer yourself? He lost it? How did he do that? I wasn't with him at the time, so I don't know exactly what happened. All I know is he came back saying he didn't have it anymore. Although, well, it's strange that you'd probe into that of all things. I'm just the curious sort, that's all. Sorry if it's a touchy subject. Oh, I don't mind. I don't particularly care about keeping it a secret. Yutaro can be a little irrational sometimes, so I have to keep a level head on my shoulders. You sound more like a friend. Like, you rejected being his girlfriend, but you sound a little bit more like a friend. Like, there's more to this relationship than she's letting on. You're a master manipulator, aren't you? Okay, about why you approached us. So anyway, mind if I ask you why you thought I was a curse bearer? Oh, that! I'm terribly sorry. I was so rude. I saw the two of you out late at night, and I suppose I made assumptions. Gotcha. Sorry if we gave you the wrong idea. Out of interest, what was your plan if we did turn out to be curse bearers? Great question, and the answer is... I was going to ask you very nicely for your curse stones. And, you thought we'd have given them to you? Just like that? Well, maybe not. But you know what they say. You never know until you ask. You must really love your boyfriend if you're willing to try something that risky, right? Oh goodness, no. We're just friends. Sure you are, Ayame. My life doesn't revolve around him, you know. I mean, probably not Namegaki, but I'm sure you want to bring your dead boyfriend back to life. Anyway, you aren't curse bearers, so I'm just bothering you, aren't I? Please, ignore me. Well, can't do that, not when you're still standing here. About the rite of resurrection. So, what are you trying to do with this rite of resurrection? Well, Yutaro has his own plan all laid out. I don't know if I can get behind it, though. It seems... how do I put it? Self-centered? I mean, if you've got a chance to resurrect the dead, it would be a waste not to use it on someone that really matters, right? So, I was planning to steal his curse stone at the last second and use it for myself. Well, until he lost it anyway. I told you, she's a master manipulator. but I don't totally believe that she doesn't have a curse stone already. Oh, but don't tell Yutaro I was gonna do that, okay? I don't think he'd be happy to hear it.
Of course. Keeping secrets is my business.
My, aren't you dashing?
Sounds like you really have your heart set on this right. What were you hoping to use it on?
Do you promise you won't laugh? No.
Cross my heart.
Well then, let me tell you my master plan. Prepare to be amazed. I'm an art student, you see. Woodblock prints are my specialty. Ukiyo-e in particular.
Ukiyo-e, huh? You must be a cultured lady.
Really? Do you think so? Everybody says it's a strange interest for a girl to have. You know, people often think of ukiyo-e as some inaccessible, high-class art form, but that's totally untrue. Back in the Edo period, it was the art for the masses, amusement for the common people. So when you think about it, we feel exactly the same thrills from every brushstroke as they did back then. Isn't that fascinating?
Huh. Yeah, I guess.
And as far as I'm concerned, the undisputed king of ukiyo-e is the one and only Hokusai. Have you heard of him?
Sure I have. He's famous. Didn't he live somewhere around here? Back in the Edo period?
That's right. You're just as knowledgeable as you look. His 36 views of Mount Fuji are so iconic. They're the only works of his most people know. But Hokusai was so much more than just mountains and waves. That's only the teeny tiny tip of a veritable iceberg of work.
I've gotta admit, I only really know him from those landscapes myself.
Oh, don't worry about it. Anyone can learn. When Hokusai died at the age of 90, he left behind over 30,000 drawings. That's multiple drawings a day for 80 years. Amazing, right?
Oh no, we've got a simp on our hands.
She's a fan.
So, he kept on drawing right up until his old age, huh? Impressive.
But even in his final years, he was never satisfied with his own work. His dying words were, "Should heaven afford me but 5 more years, I shall finally become a true artist." Even on his deathbed, he still thought he had more to learn. He was already the greatest painter and artist of his era. Who knows what he could have done with more time? Well, that's what I want to find out.
Hold on. Are you saying...
Besides, he always said he wanted to move out of 100 houses, but he only made it to 93. Isn't that just tragic?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Nuh-uh. No way this is going where I think it's going.
Imagine the masterpieces he could create with modern techniques. I feel all dizzy just thinking about it.
You've gotta be kidding me. So, if I understand correctly, you want to use the rite of resurrection to...
That's right! I want to bring Hokusai back to life!
Well, that's certainly a novel idea.
We've got a fan, guys.
That's what she'd use it on? What a waste.
No, she's not a waste. She's a millennial. Maybe Gen Z. I don't know what the generations are called. But maybe they could be used vice versa. Katsushika Hokusai. I mean, I guess this counts as a character, so I'll read about him, I guess. A master ukiyo-e artist from 1760 to 1849. Hokusai was active during the late Edo period, considered to be the golden age of ukiyo-e in Japan. Born in Honjo, Hokusai spent most of his life in the area, now known as Sumida City. Amongst his most famous works are the 36 Views of Mount Fuji and the Hokusai manga. Hokusai was a prolific artist from a young age and has left behind a wide variety of works, producing an estimated 30,000 pieces during his lifetime. Whoa, that's insane! How many of those were doodles? Though the general popularity of ukiyo-e declined during the Meiji period, Hokusai remained a core figure at the center of the Japonisme movement, providing inspiration for countless artists around the globe. Despite his fame, Hokusai himself was said to be rather indifferent to money or decorum, and lived a life that quite appropriately resembled that of the whimsical and otherworldly scenes often depicted in ukiyo-e. Though he went by many names, in his later years he took on the title of Gakkyo Rojin Manji, or the Old Mad Painter. Hokusai lived to be 90 years old and never lost his passion for art. Fun. Oh my gosh, is that the time? I should be going. I need to get my hands on a curse bearer before daybreak. Sorry for flagging you down out of the blue like that. Best of luck. Okay, maybe she really doesn't have a stone. She's crazy. Well, we finally know who she is. Ayame Tono, female university student. Ayame is a young woman working with Yutaro Namegaki. Her love of Katsushika Hokusai's ukiyo-e is so great that she wishes to resurrect him with the rite of resurrection. Ayame is a clever but calculating university student who only has time for her own interests. She's a fanatic! She's a manipulative fanatic. She is making the best of a recent boom in the popularity of female university students, incited by their appearance across TV commercials and radio programs. Ayame is content to ride this trend so long as it allows her to get her hands on whatever she needs and wants in life. Recently, Ayame has figured out that older men will fall for her if she acts a little bit stupid. Not only is she manipulative and a fanatic, she has sugar daddies. She's a sugar baby. She was approached by Yutaro Namegaki in town, and although she was not attracted to him, agreed to date him because his family seemed rich. So they were dating. They are boyfriend-girlfriend. However, she does not think much of him as a human being and is beginning to grow bored of their relationship. Beginning to grow bored. They are dating. Selfish. Well, there goes trouble. If we're going after curse stones, we should keep an eye on her. 2, if we can. Why do you say that? Before she left, she wished us best of luck. She's got at least an inkling that we're curse bearers. There's a good chance we'll clash sooner or later. We're after the same thing, after all. You head back to the mansion, ma'am. I think I'll tail her for a while. You want me to go back alone? What if I get approached by someone again? Okay, we're heading back, I guess. Alone, without him. No more curses. Haruo has received multiple reports about other suspected curse bearers. Although concerned about Ayame Tono, who is apparently also after the curse stones, she entrusts Richter to continue his investigation. Back here again. I left Richter to continue looking for curse bearers and came home alone. Let's inspect our surroundings, make sure there's nobody hiding in the foliage. I mean, unless someone followed us back with an inkling that we are a curse bearer, I don't think we should be in danger here. I can hear the wind rustling in the trees. Can we turn around? Huh? Mockingbird number 5 discovered. I forgot we were looking for birds in her chapter. We've only found 2. There might have been some on the bridge, not gonna lie. We might have to go back for that. Okay. So we can't look directly behind her. Let's inspect. The old Shigema mansion. We rebuilt it here after the Great Kanto earthquake. It's always stayed the same all these years. Even the war didn't touch it. I never liked it growing up. I always wanted to live somewhere more modern. Once again, if you would like to read the history of the Shigema residence, feel free to pause it at any time. Well, let's wait here first. What do we think? Will this really be enough to gather the soul dregs I need? What if nobody uses any more curses? I'll lose my chance to bring him back. Alright, let's get inside then. Sorry, let's get inside. Wait, that was all for that chapter? Wait, what?